an ideal spot for you?
Ideal spot. I wouldn't mind being in Arizona.
Oh, Arizona.
Yeah, I think that'd be. That'd be dope. You know, being next to my boy D Hop, Christian Kirk,
Right.
Kyler Murray. I think they can have a dope offense. I feel like they got a dope defense. I think they got a dope coach.
Welcome back in, Arizona sports fan family. How are we doing today on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday evening, guys, when we're here to talk some Arizona Cardinals? Just because this is the off season does not mean we stop putting content out for the Arizona Cardinals, guys. So if you are just getting here and you did not catch that Dez Bryant clip, woo, I am just excited to the point where we seem like a really cool team to really come to now. Like, there's so many great shiny pieces that, are coming to this Cardinal team. And honestly, they're attracting a lot of big names out there and former big names such as Dez Bryant. We'll dive into that here shortly, guys. But a quick shout out to my guy, Lennon Wolf, the AZ sports fan. It is his birthday, I think he said, on the chat below. So happy birthday to you, guy. Happy birthday to you, my guy. Hope you have a very, very good time with your family. Just shout out to you, my guy. Last thing I also want to say is, if you are new here to the AZ Sports Fan, definitely consider smashing the like button and subscribe. We are on the road to 6,000 subscribers. And last time I looked, I think we're probably about 10 away from 5,900. So let's go ahead and keep building on that momentum. Road to 10,000 eventually, guys. But that's exactly what we're going to go ahead and do today. We're going to start off the show by talking a little Dez Bryant. Extremely excited about that. Now, obviously, if you didn't see the prior clip, TMZ, which is everybody knows who TMZ is, they caught up with Dez Bryant right after his workout, and they were asking him, a couple different questions, because it definitely seems like he's trying to come back to football. It's obvious. I do know it's kind of hard for, players that still feel like they have a lot in the tank left to always make sure that they are, putting themselves in that situation and really, trying to build their career back up. So they caught up with them, and obviously they asked him some questions. I edited it to basically what fits us, and what they said was, where do you want to go to, or where do you think it would be an ideal spot for you? And he said Arizona, flat out said Arizona. He said that is a good opportunity because he loves what's happening here. He loves the acquisition of JJ. He wants to play with his boy, in his words, DeAndre Hopkins. He likes Kyler Murray, and he likes Cliff Kingsbury. So that on its own is pretty amazing, guys. It's so crazy to be the team that everybody's talking about. I'm not used to it. I'm really not used to it as a Cardinal fan. We've been really that little brother in the shadows that kind of hangs out with their older brother, that kind of team. And we've been that team for quite some time. But we've got the flashiness. We've got the players. But now we just need to take that extra step. And I did go on another YouTube channel talking some Arizona Cardinals, and everybody asked me, is this Cardinal team ready to contend? Honestly, the way the pieces are coming in, the acquisition of J.J. Watt, I can very well see this team making that leap and taking that jump. So really exciting. Honestly, if you're going to ask me, do I want Dez Bryant? I wouldn't mind having Dez Bryant here at all. Now, obviously, it would have to be under a cheap deal, because the most important thing I feel like in terms of position is going to be a wide receiver number 2. I don't think Dez Bryant would be that in this point of his career. Maybe he could. We never know. I know Antonio Brown basically worked up, and he was very, very good, especially towards the end of the season with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I'm pretty sure Dez Bryant wants to basically do the same. But I can very well see him as a third string wide receiver, maybe a number 2. I just got to see a little bit more from him. But I'm excited. Yeah, it's really cool to kind of see that opportunity, the shout outs to these big names like J.J. Watt, former big names like Dez Bryant, always used to put the X up. So really excited to see that. What do you guys think? Do you guys want Dez Bryant? I'll go ahead and just do a quick shout out here to Red Sea. Red Sea said, happy birthday, Lennon. Absolutely, absolutely. $5 donation, my guy. Thank you so very much. Let me give you the quick dab. I appreciate that. And we have Nick L in the house saying, love the hat. Well, thank you so very much, my guy. This is the first time I've done a stream with a hat in a very, very long time. And I said, why not? put one of my favorite hats on for the Arizona Cardinals on. So thank you so very much, my guy. Let me go ahead and give you that quick dab as well. But yeah, so here's the question. Would you want Dez Bryant on this team? Now, I think that, if you watch the entirety of the interview, he said it himself. He's not trying to be the Dez Bryant that he was with the Cowboys. He wants to be the Dez Bryant that's not really dependent on being that number one wide receiver. And that's really cool. It's really cool to really hear that from him because he said that if he's lined up on their third string cornerback, he knows for sure he's going to beat that third string cornerback. And that's really cool. That's really awesome. So kudos to him and shout out for him to Dez Bryant and the confidence that he has to come back into the NFL. I really do think, hope he gets the opportunity with any NFL team. If it's not here with the Arizona Cardinals, I would honestly love for him to get another opportunity to kind of show his talents. And sometimes players just know that they have more in the tank and they really, really want to put their 100% and full effort in coming back into the NFL like the Antonio Brown did. But, obviously Antonio Brown had Tom Brady to basically vouch for him. So that was probably one of the biggest reasons why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got him, as well as the reason why he has a Super Bowl ring as well. So definitely, what do you guys think? Let's take it to the comments here real quick. We do have another super chat in the house from Fidel Mendoza. My guy, let me give you the quick dab. Says, what contract would you offer him? So great question. I'm so glad you brought this up because I was just going to transition to see what I think about Dez Bryant. I honestly love his passion. I love the fact that he has the confidence and he can be a third string DB. I do think so too. If we did bring him in, I wouldn't pay him that much. I would probably pay him anywhere between $3 to $4 million on a 1-year deal, obviously. And I would make him the third string wide receiver, sharing it with Christian Kirk is what I would do. I would say, Christian Kirk, look at this. We're bringing some competition for you. Now, obviously, this is under the understanding that we're going to get a number 2 wide receiver. Keep that in mind. So I'm really, really hoping this coming free agency, and we'll talk about free agency a little bit later on to the stream. So in my scenario, we got a number 2 wide receiver. So if we did get Dez Bryant, I would love to bring him in into like a 3 or 4 year $1 million contract. And if nobody else is offering him anything, he probably will jump on the opportunity because honestly, I really do think that he wants to come back in the NFL, and getting him the opportunity with a small contract, it would only help us, and it would only really help our wide receiving core and the competition that is lighting a fire under Christian Kirk's butt, because that's what we need to do. We need to light a fire under his butt because honestly, I do feel like he thinks that his position's safe. And honestly, I could see where a wide receiver or any player in general can be complacent, cannot put their fourth 110% because they know darn well that they're going to be a part of that 53-man roster and most likely being a starter in the Arizona Cardinals. And that's what I don't want. I don't want these players to be complacent and being like, yes, I know I'm going to be the wide receiver. I don't need to put my full effort in. So bringing a Dez Bryant in, bringing him into a workout, and if it works out, then $3-4 million, I feel like it's fair. It's not going to break the bank, but it definitely brings another big name, another reliable target for Kyler Murray. That just brings it that much better, in my opinion here. So great question, Fidel. Thank you so very much for the $5 donation. I really do appreciate it. We got RC3 Chambers in the house. One of our channel members says RC3 is here. Absolutely, my guy. Thank you so very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. So let's go ahead and keep on reading onto the comments here. Let's see here. So we got Mark Jackson saying, smash that like button. Yes, absolutely. Please, please, please smash that like button. For some reason, YouTube likes, and it helps out the algorithm. It tries to reach out all those other Cardinal fans that are out there that doesn't know this channel exists. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Just little by little, we will get there. Let's keep on reading on to the comments. I'm going to try to see if I can see some comments about Dez Bryant, and then we'll move on to free agency. That's basically what we're going to go ahead and do here. Keep on reading onto the comments here. So we have Jose saying 3 or 4 million. That's too much for Dez. Yeah, it could very well. But I mean, if he's a solid number 3 and we're getting production out of Dez Bryant, like a solid production. Now, obviously, it really just depends on the workout. Like it really depends. If the Cardinals really evaluate and say, hey, he's not really that worth it, then obviously a 2-year, a $2 million contract would be more beneficial. But looking at, his confidence, looking at him working out all the time, and this eagerness of wanting to come back into the NFL, that's the reason why I say 3 or 4 million. Some people might say it's a lot, but honestly, if you're having a reliable target for Kyler Murray, especially in the middle of the field, man, man, watch out. Watch out. I don't think he's going to be a number 2. I really don't think he's going to be a number 2. I'm hoping in this year's free agency we'll get a solid number 2 so we can finally alleviate, DeAndre Hopkins from being double teamed all the freaking time. So I really hope that could be. But guys, we're 4 days away from free agency. 4 days away from free agency. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extremely excited about it. I cannot wait. I actually called off work, so I already put my PTO in. I am not working that day. So any signing, anything that happens in free agency, you better hope, you better pray. So there's going to be mad videos coming is what I'm trying to say. There's going to be mad videos coming on Wednesday because of free agency pickups, my opinions and everything like that. And obviously after the first day, we'll also be doing a live stream, seeing if I can bring you guys on to basically see what you guys like about the free agency or not. So a lot of great stuff that we have on board. So if you have not yet, put that little post notification bell on or subscribe to the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. I recommend doing it just because we have a lot of great content coming your way. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Let's keep reading what everybody else has to say. Jose says 3 or 4 million. Give that to Larry. If Larry would take it, yes, I agree with you. I definitely 110% agree with you. Let's keep on reading onto the comments. Let's talk about this a little bit. Let's switch our attentions here real quick over to being the fact that the Arizona Cardinals re-signed Robert Alford. Now, I made a video, obviously, when the breaking news happened. Everybody was excited. Everybody was stoked. We got some cap space opened up and everything was looking good. And what do you know? If you guys don't know this already yet, then obviously you're probably living under a rock, or you're probably not following me on Instagram. If you're not following me yet, everything's on this little ticker below. But the Arizona Cardinals, a day later, after releasing Robert Alford, they ended up signing him again to a 1-year deal. Now, I wasn't able to locate any of the information as to how much they're going to pay him for this year. Obviously, it's not going to be the amount that his contract was before. So I guess that's a win, especially because I don't think Patrick Peterson's coming back. I really don't think he's coming back at all. We have Byron Murphy, but he seems to be really more comfortable in the slot, and he's good in that slot position. So I think he's going to stay there. So Robert Alford, I was extremely shocked. I really was, especially a day later, saying that they're going to re-sign him to a 1-year deal. Now, it's probably a little bit to do with Robert Alford. I really hope that he became humble. I really do hope he became talking to Steve Keiman and said, hey, I apologize. Injuries is not something that you really should apologize for. And I'm going to say that up front. It's not his fault that he was injured. But if you are into a 2-year or 3-year deal and 2 out of those 3 years you're hurt, you have to give some sort of hometown discount for not being available, especially because he was one of our biggest signings a few years back. He was one of our biggest signings, and he just didn't show up on the field. And I fear that might happen to Jordan Phillips, our defensive lineman. I hope that doesn't happen, but I fear that might happen there as well. But we'll see what happens. We'll absolutely see what happens. I'm not mad at the signing again. I'm really not. It's just because at the end of the day, we need cornerbacks. We really do. So if we're going to be rolling with those two, I could honestly say, hey, if we get a JC Horn, or even if we get somebody in free agency, I would be comfortable. Obviously, I wouldn't be excited. I wouldn't be like, wow, we're good. We're absolutely dynamite. I'm not going to be comfortable with the secondary. The only person I'm really comfortable with is back there is Budda Baker, if I'm going to be 110% honest here. But that's kind of where I'm sitting at right now in terms of what I feel. Robert Alford, bringing him back, I'm not mad at it. I'm really not, especially because we did open up some cap space. Obviously, it was a move to open up cap space. I'm glad we did it. I would really like to see. I would really love to see Steve Keim get with Chandler Jones. And if there's something that we can do to maneuver his contract, maybe giving him more of a bonus this year, I would love for that to happen, because honestly, Chandler Jones is probably one of the most expensive players that we have on this roster. And if we can open up a little bit more cap with just renegotiating with Chandler Jones, that would be amazing. Obviously, we're not going to gyp him. We're going to give him more up front for the bonus, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see what's going to happen there. I am Bear with the clutch $20 donation. My guy, let me give you a quick dab. That is absolutely amazing. This is not the first time you've done it. So thank you so very much for doing that. I really do appreciate it. It says, I wouldn't mind Dez on a cheap incentive deal like what Alfred is most likely on, and happy Cardinals giving Alfred a cheap chance. We're all hating on him because he was injured. At least it's a player who knows the defense. Yeah, absolutely. And I completely agree. So don't take my happiness when I posted my video. Like, I didn't want it to be like taking out of context. What I was really excited for was the fact that we opened up more cap space. And because he was hurt 2 out of the 3 years, but because we did sign him back for a 1-year deal, most likely cheaper than what we had him for, I'm all open board for it. I'm absolutely open board. And you're right. You're absolutely right, I am Bear. He does know the defense. So that feels like a leg up automatically. So far, we're going to be rolling with Robert Alford and Byron Murphy. As far as complete starters, now, I don't know about the other guys that are going to be there, if they're going to be starter material or not, but I honestly do see those two as solid starters. So we'll take it from there. But thank you so very much for the $20 donation, my guy. Let me give you another quick dab, my friend. Let me give you another quick jab just because the $20 donation, my guy. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. All right, let's move on here. Let's talk about, so we covered Robert Alford, we covered Dez Bryant, and now I want to talk a little about free agency. Guys, I am really excited about this. I am very, very, very excited about free agency. 4 days away. 4 days away. let me read this, guy. So Sam Rice says, I'll pay you $50 to stop dabbing forever. No. I apologize, but that's something that I do. And honestly, I love doing it. So I'm not going to, I'm not doing it because, no, it's okay. Keep your $50. I'm fine. I'm completely fine. But honestly, moving on here real quick, but let's talk about free agency. So we got 4 days away. 4 days away from free agency. I am extremely excited about it. Absolutely extremely excited about this. Oh my goodness, we got Red C back in here with a $30 donation. Okay, so if Sam Rice is still here, let me give you the quick dab again, my guy. And let me give another one that one is for Sam Rice right there. That one exactly for Sam Rice. Guys, let me be the first to say this right here. Don't ever, ever change yourself for anybody. If this is who you are, that's who you are. I got my guy here, Lennon Wolf, the AZ sports fan. That's a young content creator that's trying to make it up. Don't ever let anybody change who you are because somebody doesn't like a piece of you. Just FYI, guys. Don't let anybody ever do that. And any of the haters, they can go. That's fine. No worries. But let's go ahead and keep reading on to Red C's super chat in house says Dez would be nice. He could honestly start on the outside, split snaps with Keyshawn Johnson while Kirk takes the slot role. Fuller is a no, suspended and hurt way too much. Kenny, Juju are too pricey, but I like the move. Yes, I absolutely would love nothing more than that. You know, everybody knows that Kenny Golladay is going to be the big time market that everybody wants. Juju Smith-Schuster is going to be the big time market that everybody wants. Can the Cardinals do that? I don't know. It just really depends. Like these next few days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we're really going to have to figure out, can Steve Keim really do something different to really open up some more cap space? Because I would love to get Kenny Golladay. Oh my God. Just think about it. Just think about this scenario. DeAndre Hopkins, Kenny Golladay, and Christian Kirk. I know it's a dream. I know it is. I'm 100%. I get it. But a guy can dream, right? A guy can dream. Thank you so very much, Red Sea. I appreciate you. Let me give you the quick dab, my friend. Thank you so very much for doing that. And then we got Night Owl in the house with another $5 donation. Says, can we get Dez for cheap? Also sign William Jackson. There you go. That's what I want to talk about right there. That is what I want to talk about. Let's talk about William Jackson. Now, if you're going to ask me who's the top quarterback out there, the guy that everybody's going to want in terms of DB, right there, William Jackson. Now, this guy is going to go for a pretty penny. I promise you he's going to go for a pretty penny. But this guy right here is a guy to really, really keep your eyes on. Now, can the Bengals re-sign him? Possibly. I would only really think that they would have done it already at this point into the this point. I don't think they're going to re-sign him. I really don't think so. But I think what the Cardinals should really do, obviously, I know there's a lot of pieces out there that we need. DB, wide receiver, and offensive line. Those are like my three biggest needs I feel like this Arizona Cardinal team needs. Now, we can either disagree or not. It's up to me. I mean, that's my opinion. Put your opinion on the comments below. There is some offensive linemen that the Kansas City has released. One of them being Eric Fisher, a former first overall pick in the draft. And I believe somebody put it on here, and I think it's Mitchell Schwartz from Jean-Paul Del Dios. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jean-Paul, but he might be the other guy that the Cardinals should really consider getting. Now, I like our offensive line, but we need some pieces. We need some pieces to help keep Kyler Murray upright. It's absolutely important for Kyler Murray to be upright. The last 2 seasons that he's been with us, he's been hurt towards the end of the season. And that's something that I really, really want this Cardinal team to do, is make sure that they protect him. So thank you again, Night Owl. We do got some more super chats in the house. We have another one from I Am Bear saying Casey Hayward got to cut today. He would be nice. He would be nice. Absolutely. Absolutely. We got Soul with the Soul. Is it Soul Pancakes? Yeah, Soul Pancakes. One of the new channel members. Hey, Soul Pancakes, thank you so very much for becoming a new channel member, my guy. I really do appreciate it. Let me give you the quick dab. Bam. And it says, people are having the wrong takes on CB for the draft. Kimes guarantees going to sign a vet on a 1-year deal this offseason. Ooh, okay. People are having the wrong takes on CB for the draft. So are you saying that we're not going to go CB in the first round? Definitely let me know. And the good thing about being a channel member, like your name, like on my thing here, like you're like highlighted in green. So like my eyes automatically go to it. So if you're a channel member, your most likely comment's going to get read more than anything. Like you don't have to super chat in, but as long as you're a channel member, my eyes automatically go to the green. Automatically go to the green. So FYI, Soul Pancakes, I'm waiting for your answer here real quick. Definitely let me know. So we'll see what happens. I think we do got to go DB in my personal opinion, but hey, we'll see what happens. Nothing makes me more excited than the draft and free agency. I am extremely pumped. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Let's keep on reading what everybody else has to say. Come on in. 115 people in today on a Saturday evening wanting to talk some Arizona Cardinals. Let's go. We got Red Sea in the house, one of our oldest channel members, saying, bruh, even if we sign another vet, we need to walk away with the draft with the corner. I agree. I agree with you, Red Sea. It's because here's the thing. Our DB position has been very, very... If I was Patrick Peterson, I would be pretty upset. I would be. I'm not going to lie to you. I would be absolutely upset if I was Patrick Peterson. The last person we had that was very, very, worthy of being a number 2 was Antonio Cromartie, and that was a very long time ago. So I keep that in mind as well. I love the idea that we would develop one. Now, honestly, even if we got Patrick Surtain, even if we got Caleb Farley, they're not going to look that great for the first year. Patrick Peterson didn't look great for the very first year. So take that with a grain of salt, but it's really good for the future to really invest in a DB because we really do need one. So we got Soul Pancakes coming back up saying the CB is not going to be developed properly with the Kimes. Okay. You might be right. So it's not so much that, okay, I see what you're saying. Soul. Okay. I mean, hey, opinions are opinions, man. We do got another $1.99 donation in the house. We have 50. Says, if we do awesome in free agency, might be better than 7 and 9. We might be. You absolutely 100% right. We might be for sure. Nick L says Antonio Cromartie was like 8 kids ago. Yeah, and that's the problem. And I think that might be the reason. That might be the reason why Patrick Peterson just wants the dip, man. He doesn't want to come back. I don't think he wants to come back, man. You talk to Cardinals about him anytime, he looks like he says the very political correct things, and I just don't think he wants to come back. I really don't. But 50, let me give you the quick dab, my guy. Thank you so very much for doing that. And like I said earlier in the stream, guys, I know I'm getting a lot of flack for dabbing. Don't let anybody change who you are. Lennon Wolf, if you're still here, you keep making content, my guy. I would love to get you onto the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, man. Keep rocking it out, man. I Am Bear says, how do you become a channel member through the phone? Becoming a channel member through the phone. I know it's kind of tough, but Red Sea or Mark Jackson, do you remember how to do it with the phone? Because I know it's a little confusing when it comes to the phone, but I think what they told me on the bottom, there should be like a blue button that pushes join, and you just be able to click on it. If not, you might need to do it through the computer. I know it sucks because a lot of people don't really have computers anymore, but or like a laptop. You might need to do it for there. I Am Bear says that there is nothing there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. I know it's really unfortunate because I know we could get a lot more channel members because a lot of people use their phones. I use my phones to stream all the time, so I'm not even going to lie to you. Yeah. So it's all good. It's all good, man. Whenever you get an opportunity, just go to the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. When you go on a computer or like a laptop, you don't even need to do it soon. I see you. You're it all the time. You're always super chatting in, my guy. So I really do appreciate you. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. Let's keep on reading what everybody else has to say. We have Kenny Wilson saying Greg Newsome's looking good. Yeah, he is looking good. And the Cardinals did a workout with him, or they did like a Zoom workout with him. So that's amazing. That's amazing. I would love that. When we were doing our 7-round mock draft with the channel members on here, they said it was a really good idea to maybe get 2 quarterbacks in the draft. Why not? Maybe an Eric Stokes, maybe a Greg Newsome, maybe in the 3rd round, maybe the 4th round. I'm sorry, we don't have a 4th round, but we can do something like that. So that's an option. That's absolutely an option. So we'll see what happens. I personally do love JC Horn. I really do love JC Horn, but it just really depends. It really depends. Night Owl in the house with a brand new channel member in the house. Let's go. New channel member, Night Owl, hashtag Night Owl in here. Guys, let me be frank with you as well. Because we do have free agency coming, because we do have draft coming, we're going to have a draft party. We're going to have a draft party. And what that means is if you're a channel member and you want to be on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube during the draft and just like coming in and talking, reacting and doing all that different stuff, become a channel member. That's going to be the easiest thing for you to do. Absolutely be the easiest thing for you to do. Become a channel member. It's only like $3.99 if you can. If not, no worries. But if you want to come into the draft party, we will have one. Absolutely. Thank you so very much, Night Owl. Let me give you the quick dab. Bam. Appreciate you. All right. Keep on reading onto the comments here. Let's keep on reading onto the comments. Let's see what everybody else has to say. Nick L says Zaven Collins would look good in Cards unis. I'm not sure we need a linebacker though. So yeah, I like Zaven Collins, but I do see him more as like a 24 to 30 round like pick around that time frame. But also keep in mind that the only way that we would get him is if we traded back. That's another option. We're not even talking about that. Trading back. That could be another option for the Arizona Cardinals to do, especially if a JC Horn gets out of there, especially if there's no players that we really want when the time comes. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. We'll see exactly what happens though. We do have Sam Rice coming back saying, oh no, I appreciate you, man. Thanks, Sam Rice. No, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. No worries, man. No worries. So we have 50 Yo saying $1.99 donation says need a meetup at the Cards camp. Bam. Yeah, maybe. So here's the thing. The way I'm looking at the Cards, and I know everything's gonna be like the same, but like I'm about to have a child, and I don't know if I'm going to be attending any games this year. I'll maybe go to like training camp and stuff like that, something small where it's not as crowded. But I am having a new little girl, so I'm really excited about it, and I'm kind of a little worried about everything that's going on in the world. So I might be just watching all the games on TV again this year, like I did last year. We'll see what happens, though. A lot of things can change. You know, this world is absolutely bonkers right now. So yeah, having a little girl, so extremely excited about it. We keep on reading onto the comments here. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Got Eddie Spaghetti saying congrats. RC3, Jalen, Night Owl. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's a big deal. First one. Big deal for sure. I'm gonna look really tired on my streams. Let me tell you that. We got another channel member in the house from Pro Blank C. My goodness. We are coming in clutch with these channel members. Hey, let me ask you a question. So this is for Night Owl and Pro Blank C. Did you guys do it on your phone, or did you guys do it with your on you guys on a computer? Let me know in the comments here. Let me know in the comments how you guys did it, because we have our guy here. We have one of our I am Bear asking to see if they could become a channel member. I don't know if you can do it with your phone, but definitely let me know. Any ideas for names? Yeah, we have a few names that we're bouncing around back and forth, but we'll talk about. I don't want to like bore you guys. Let's talk some card. I don't want to bore you guys with like with my child stuff and stuff like that. So also Pro Blanksy said on his phone. Okay, so I am Bear, if you're still here, Pro Blanksy, can you explain how you did it? Because I think I am Bear is trying to become a channel member. I just don't know how to do it. I really don't. Not on the phone, anyways. King J Rock says, "Get your daughter a Kyler Murray." I was trying to call my kid Kyler Murray. I was legit trying to call my kid Kyler, and my wife was like, "No go, that's not happening." So hey, you gotta take with what you can get. All right, let's go ahead and keep back to Cardinals here, guys. Let's take it back to the Cardinals. Let's see here. So we got Fidel Mendoza with another $5 donation. My guy, let me give you that quick dab. Bam. Says sign a starting running back or draft one in the second. Ooh. So I love the idea of getting one in the second, but I honestly love more the idea of getting a running back but depends. It depends. If like somehow Najee Harris and like Travis Etienne, if somehow they slip to the second, then obviously that's different. But if they're not there, I know Javonte Williams is another popular one that a lot of people love and would love the Arizona Cardinals to get. I wouldn't be opposed to that either, but I see more a running back to maybe getting him in the 3rd to maybe the 5th round, in my personal opinion. So what I would do, especially since we have Chase Edmonds, I would love the Cardinals to really look at Mike Davis. I would really love to get Mike Davis. Why not? Why not give him an opportunity? I mean, I feel like he's not that big of a name. He won't be very expensive. I feel like that can be definitely a good opportunity here. We got our recent channel member, Night Owl, says, "I love Chris Carson." I like Chris Carson too, but he just gets hurt a lot. That's the problem with Chris Carson. And I would hate another free agent to come in here, another free agent to come in here and get hurt. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. And see, here you go, Christopher. Trey Sermon, underrated. Trust me, he's a beast. Absolutely. And I do think that we can get Trey Sermon probably in the 5th, maybe in the 3rd round. No, definitely in the 3rd round. We can probably get him in the 5th. So why not? You know what I mean? Why not that opportunity to do something like that? So I love that idea to get somebody later on, except for if Travis Etienne and Najee Harris is there in the 2nd and we're on the clock, then obviously jump on the opportunity. But, neither here nor there. Nick L, my goodness, we are coming in. That's 3 channel members on one live stream. That's absolutely crazy. That is absolutely nuts. Thank you so very much, Nick L. Let me give you the quick dab, my friend. I appreciate you. Let's get it going. We got King J says, "Are you a Suns fan?" I am a Suns fan, man. I've been trying to do I've been doing watch parties for the Suns for quite some time. And it's just, they're so late, man. They start at 8 o'clock Arizona time, and I usually wake up really early because I have to work. So I can never do the watch parties anymore, but I'm trying to bring them back, though. So definitely stick around with the AZ Sports Fan here. We try to bring so far it's a small community of Suns fans on my channel, but yeah, we still do watch parties and stuff. So definitely come on in. Oh, Sam Rice in the house saying Shaquille Griffin or Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, this is a good one. That's a good question, Sam Rice. So the only reason why I would say Shaquille Griffin, if I had to choose between the two, I would say Shaquille Griffin, because Marshawn Lattimore is going to be really expensive. That's the only reason why I would say. That's the only reason why I would say Griffin. We got Fidel Mendoza with another $5 donation. Says, "We saw Eno as a very good pick last year, but he didn't even get any snaps." Yeah, 110% agree. I don't know why. I really don't. I love Eno Benjamin. And every time I make a video about like a running back or like drafting a running back or getting a running back, in free agency, everybody's like, there's at least 5 comments in my comments saying Eno. And I understand. Being a hometown kid, Arizona, ASU is the thing. You know what I mean? ASU is the thing. And I love the pick with Eno Benjamin. I just don't know why he's not getting the opportunity. We do got another channel member in here from Jake Dilbert. My goodness. Bam. And let me give you the 2 dabs, my guy. Wow. We are coming. That's 4 channel members. Or is that 5? I lost count. Wow. 4 or 5 channel members already. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to talk a little bit of Larry Fitzgerald, but because we're getting so much love, we can possibly open up the phone lines. If you guys want to come on to the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, if you want to come on to the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, let me know in the comments below, because we've gotten so much love, because we've gotten so much, channel members, super chats, everything like that. What I love to do is I want to bring you guys on here. I want your guys' opinions. I want you guys to get the opportunity to come on here. So if you guys want that, let me know in the comments here. Let me know on the comments if you want something like that. Now, if you are a channel member, you do got some options to be getting a lot of different emojis of myself. Put some emojis on there, man. I haven't seen any, like, some mic emojis on there. If you're a channel member, you have access to seeing those new emojis that I got. They're pretty all right. I mean, they kind of look like me, so it's pretty cool. It is what it is. But if you guys want to do something like that, man, let me know. I'll open up the phone lines, because this channel member love is absolutely bonkers right now, man. Thank you so very much. Eric Hernandez says, I thought you were 18. No, man, I'm actually a lot older than I look. But another channel member, Fidel Mendoza, the super chat god on this stream, has become a channel member. My goodness, my guy. Jeez, let me give you the quick dab, Fidel. Wow. This is absolutely crazy. And that dab was aggressive. That almost hit me in the face. I'm not even gonna that was absolutely aggressive. But man, the love that we're getting on the stream today, bonkers, man, bonkers. Thanks, guys. Thank you so very much for becoming channel members, and even thank you very much for watching the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Man, this all started because I wanted somewhere to vent. That's how this channel started. That is how this channel started, because I wanted somewhere to vent. And the first year was pretty rough. I'm not going to lie to you. I was pretty much talking to myself. And of course, with like 200 other people. But as the channel grew, as everybody kind of came in and saw the passion, people wanted to come on. And I love the opportunity. And that's why whenever I want to open up the phone lines, I love to get you guys on here, because I want to hear your opinion. I really do. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. We got Mark Jackson putting those emojis. Absolutely. Thank you so very much. I need to invest on doing a dab emoji. I really do. Thanks, Jean-Paul. I appreciate that. Absolutely. I definitely need to do that. We got Red Sea saying no dab emoji. I know, man. I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to go back with the artist, and I'm going to ask him. I'm going to say, hey, can we do a dab emoji? That's what I should have done. I messed up, especially because I dab Central all the dang time. I should have done that. I messed up. All right, cool. Let's keep on reading here. So Sam Rice says, how do I become a channel member? Do we have any? I wish I could answer this question. I really do. Give me a second. I don't know how to do it, especially because I'm on my phone right now, and like I'm obviously me. So I don't know. I really don't. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here real quick. How do you become a channel member if you're on your phone, everybody? Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't. Give me one. Hey, so I got Ernesto and I got Sam Rice asking channel members. Do we have any of the channel members that just came on? Fidel, anybody, if anybody's on their phone, can you help my guys out? Just because, yeah, let's do this. Let's open up the phone lines. We have people here. They want to get onto the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Any of the new channel members want to get onto the AZ Sports Fan? All you need to do is follow me on Instagram. And if you're asking me, what's your Instagram, guy? On this little ticker is going to show you exactly what my Instagram is. That's all you need to do. Follow me on Instagram. Shoot me a DM. Says, hey, I want to get onto the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. And that's absolutely all you need to do. It's free. It's easy. Obviously, if you're a channel member or you super chat, you get a little bit more like upper advantage. But yeah, there's that. So we have Mark Jackson saying, Night Owl said, did it on my phone. Just hit the X out of the chat and the join button is right next to your names. Oh, there you go. Bam. I should probably just keep this what Mark Jackson said. And thank you so very much, Night Owl, for doing that. I appreciate you. Okay, let's go ahead and so for the new guys right here, there you go. And you guys will absolutely get dab. You'll get aggressive dabs. Let me tell you that. You'll get aggressive dabs if you become channel members, y'all. Let me tell you that right now. Let me open up the phone lines real quick because I want to hear what you guys have to say. Who wants to get onto the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube? If you do, just follow me on Instagram. Not so hard, man. It really isn't that hard. Let me get the link up real quick. and then we will move on from there. Dang, my phone is blowing up. Give me a second, y'all. I'm still getting the link. I love opening up the phone lines. I really do. I love hearing what you guys have to say, and it really gives my talking a rest. All right, almost done. I'm getting the channel link right now. GB 9G C FGA. Okay, cool. All right, I got the link here, guys. I'm going to start sending it over to everybody right now. Let's get this going, guys. Where is Colin P? Colin P probably is going to come a little later on. Colin P is usually always in here. We have Nick L just becoming a new channel member. We got 50 Yo has been a channel member. We got a lot of new channel members today. I think it's like 4 or 5. So shout out to you guys. If you guys do want to get onto the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube, you don't need to become a channel member. All you need to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram and say, hey, I want to get on. That's all you need to do. Super simple. Okay, so I got RC3 trying to come up here, and I am going to have to limit you guys too as well. I apologize. It's just I'm trying to get a lot of people on here too. So let's get this going. All right, perfect. So far, I sent 3 links out. Keep on sending me the information, y'all. I believe one of our new channel members wanted to come on here, and I don't know if he's still on here, but I believe his name is Soul Pancakes. If you're still here, my guy, I'm gonna send you the link on Twitter because I know you've been wanting to get on here for quite some time. So if you are on here, definitely let me know if you want to get onto the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube so we can go ahead and get you on here, getting ready to rock and roll. All right, and cameras on, y'all. Cameras on. We try to see some faces. Put your mask on if you don't want to show your face, but I don't want to talk to a black screen. All right, let's get this going here. Let's get the first people on here real quick. We got a lot of people coming up here in the background. We do got RC3 coming up here in the house. RC3, my guy, thanks so much for having your camera on. Talk to me.
How's it going?
Oh, I love this, man.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Comes with the AZ Sports Fan crew, you know. I'm going to make this very simple. First of all, I just want to say this. Let's not sign all of these old people. What are we going to do? Watch General Hospital, One Life to Live, all of these old episodes of all of these Golden Girls or something? We don't need all these people that's in there. Come on. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, I would love to have Patrick Surtain. We still talked about that too. Mm-hmm. And we're still talking about, but option number 2 is if I could trade back, I would like to get a running back and get a corner if that can actually happen if we do a trade. So we could get like an ATN because they got him going prediction of a late first round. As long as we get a pick before Buffalo, because Buffalo might mess around and get him. And that's the thing that we didn't see. Now we're talking about wide receivers, all these people that's there, that we're supposed to be getting. We still ain't even addressing the O-line.
True.
So everything we're talking about, I honestly, I told you, besides Joe Tooney, I would trade Christian Kirk to get another offensive lineman that's fully paid. If that's the case, if we're going to sign all these wide receivers and you got to make him get better by signing Dez Bryant, then you should let him go. Why pay him that much money if he's not going to be what he's going to be?
Right. What do you think of Eric Fisher?
Eric Fisher is good, but, you know, coming off of a Super Bowl caliber team, he's going to ask for some money.
Yeah,
but it's just small voids and stuff that we can actually like. Javonte Williams.
That's the name. That's the name.
That's what I'm saying. Even though we got a lot of people that want to come to us, let's be honest. Dez Bryant wanted to come to us basically because he's running out of places to go. So let's be real. Like, come on. That's like Antonio Bryant. Give me another chance. This is his 3rd chance. Like, come on. Give me a break, guy.
Yeah, you're right.
And to me, like I said, I kindly Juju. I'm gonna talk about Juju too. Cool. Juju is not as bad. It's just his antics that is bad. Self-discipline. Yeah. And I could give you throwbacks. Randy Moss, when he went to the Patriots, all of that hothead mess went out the window. We could talk about other receivers that's definitely going on that been a part of these teams and hasn't been what they used to be because they humbled themselves. Because the contracts are getting very low, and also the people that's trying to approve of them are very much so not approving of them. So you got to look at that. Juju is a number 2 because when Antonio Brown left, look, what has he done? He's a number 2. He's a decoy. So we gotta be careful about the names that we get. Jackson, let's get him at DB. Then we sit there and draft either Surtain, or we go back in the draft. Like I said, we could go back in the draft and get 2 for the price of 1.
Well, let's be honest here. I'm sorry to cut you. If we do get William Jackson, I'm 100% or 90% down with trading back because we don't need the JC. We can get the Eric Stokes. We can get the Greg Newmans later on in the draft.
I get the Tyson Campbell.
Campbell, or even Asante Samuels.
Exactly. Now, let me ask you this. Why do we sign a guy on our team that's basically just paying his hospital bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know you're talking about Alfred. I asked everybody that's on there that's going back and forth on the chat. Alvarez, I know you in here. I know you see me. Alvarez, could you give me one good game Alfred has played besides in the hospital?
I mean, you're right,
I'm
man.
Just saying. And the thing is about they're talking about pennies and dimes that we're paying him. We could have said that I will pay a cheerleader before I play Alfred.
Okay.
I will get Young Ho Koo before I get Alfred.
I honestly think it was a signing of desperation because we need something, right? Like we don't get anybody in this free agency. Alfred is the backup. We're like, oh, we're good. We have the 2. It's just, yeah. Let me move on to Red Sea. Go ahead.
But AZ Sports fan, let's be real. Out of all the people that you could sign back, you sign back somebody that's ghosted you for 2 years. You're basically playing an imaginary friend to talk to you that's not going to respond back.
Yeah. I agree.
So you're wasting money. You could have gave that to me. You could have played DB. I could have played DB.
100% right. Super chat me. That's all I care about.
Yeah. Happy birthday again to Lennon, too, if he's in here. I know he was in here. Happy birthday as well. I'm not going to hold everybody else's time up, but, you know.
Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you, man.
We'll talk again. We'll talk again. Man. And tell Jose Alvarez that I'm up for that debate. I have no problem putting people to shame and have drinks with them.
We're going to have to do that. We'll do that. We'll make a thing of it for sure.
Gotcha.
All right, later, man. All right, Red Sea back in the house. My guy, how are you doing? Talk to me.
It's still cold up here. Yeah, it's March, and it's still cold.
So how are you feeling about the re-signing of Alfred? Are you feeling the same thing as RC3? Or what are you feeling?
Yeah, he's pretty much walking hospital bill right now. But, I mean, we're desperate, so what are you going to do?
Yeah. I do think it was an act of desperation to re-sign him back. Do you think we can get Jackson? William Jackson?
If we go all out for him, then yes. Because he's going to have a lot of teams arguing for him. So if we can sign him, that'd be great. Then we could move back. But we're still going to have to walk away from the draft of the corner. We can't walk away from this draft without a corner.
So let's say we did go all in. Would you be okay with trading back and maybe getting a second round corner or third round corner? Trading back, maybe get some more picks? Is that something that's intriguing?
If say like Trey Lance falls down to 16 and like Chicago wants to come up for him, then we can trade back to 20 and take like, I don't know, an edge rusher because Hassan's probably not back, and then get Greg Newsome in the second. I'd be okay with that.
I like that. I like that option, man. I really do. Anything else before I get Soul on here?
Happy birthday, Lennon. RC3, we got a debate too.
We do. Yeah, you do. That's gonna be good.
Yeah. Next time we do that mock draft, I gotta be there though. So remind me so I charge my phone.
Oh, absolutely, man. So we're gonna do another mock draft with the channel members, and my goodness, if you guys weren't here in the first time, it was brutal. Let me tell you that.
We got Kyler Murray killed in that first one, but it was all for the business decisions. We're gonna call it that. Business decisions.
All right, brother. Have a great one later. All right, man. Next up, we got Soul in the house. My goodness, man. I apologize up front. I don't look at my Twitter very much, so that's my fault. Talk to me. How you doing?
I got you. It's all good. Can you hear me, by the way?
Oh, I hear you good, man. Crystal clear.
Okay, good. Because I have an earpiece that kind of like cuts off. But anyhow, it's actually a shame that like we're talking about Hassan Reddick not being re-signed, not being franchise tagged, because the reason is that people don't understand the type of defense that Vance Joseph runs is that 3-4 defense that is Wade Phillips. Like Wade Phillips brought him up in the system. So the Sam outside linebacker position isn't just about sacks. So I think that first guy, RC3, brought up, like, I think it was like the last stream, he said that he brought up stats saying like, oh, like Son Riddick had like 19, 20 sacks in 4 years. And what is it? I keep forgetting what his name is. My bad. Chandler Jones has had 63 sacks since he's joined the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually like waiting for you to call him out this or tell him this, that they don't play the same position. Chandler Jones is a bandit. He plays the will outside linebacker position, which means he rushes a passer every single down. Hassan Riddick plays the Sam outside linebacker position. So that means he has to drop into coverage, and it's actually more times than not. And so and when he got drafted by the Cardinals, he didn't play the outside linebacker position. He played the inside linebacker position.
100%.
So there's two different positions we're playing, but the first chance he gets at being the Sam outside linebacker position, the first season, he comes out with 12 and a half sacks when he has to drop into coverage half the time. I would tell you that's a huge value. Not only that, but he has to also be able to contain, be able to set the edge. He's the reason why if a quarterback's like, a nifty quarterback, somebody that can run around, Russell Wilson and all the new type of quarterbacks that are coming up, they like to escape the pocket when they see the edge rushers coming in too deep. So when somebody contains and is disciplined, they make sure that doesn't happen. Marcus Golden is actually notorious for doing this. He gets in too deep and quarterbacks just run off, and then they either pick up a first down or they're gone. So that's why it's important for somebody like Hassan Riddick to come back on our team, because he fills up that. Vance Joseph said that he's the perfect Sam outside linebacker for a reason. I don't know why Vance Joseph isn't doing everything he can to try to tell Steve Keim, hey, we need to do whatever we can to get him re-signed. We need to do it. This type of defense needs to be built for that. And here's another thing. Patrick Peterson, he's gone. I actually don't care about that. I don't want him back on the team because he's been a crutch for this team. You guys think he's going to play the CB2 position? He's not. He's going to want to be on the top wide receiver, and he was a liability in coverage last year. He's one of the most penalized CBs in the league last year. He constantly held whenever he got beat, and he had a game where he'd be good, and then he would grade low in coverage the very next game. He's not a very good tackler. He's not physical. He gets killed on bubble screens. He needs to be gone. We have
yeah, you're right. You're right.
About 16 free agent cornerbacks on the market have better coverage grades than him. Better tackling grades, do better against the run, do better against in zone coverage and stuff, which is what Byron Murphy's forte is, and he needs to be given time on the outside. I know people are gonna put him on the slot position. They're pigeonholing him into this position, and he was supposed to take over the reins. You can't. That's the reason why I mentioned Vance Joseph is not very good at being able to develop CBs, especially when you draft him, because he leans on his veterans. He leaned on Drake Kirkpatrick last year, and he had an okay season, but coverage-wise, he was just as bad as Patrick Peterson, and he's not physical, and he's not a good tackler. So you have these veterans that are going to be signed by Steve Keim, because he's going to bring up a time signing when Janoris Jenkins gets released by the Saints, or he already got released. Actually.
He already got released.
So
yeah.
I can guarantee you, Steve Keim already got on the phone lines. It was like, hey, come over for 1 year, blah blah blah, and this and that. You sign someone like him, and then you draft J.C. Horn, and you already know the majority of the snaps are going to go to Janoris Jenkins. That's just how it is. So I think it's a waste of pick. At number 16, at this point, I would go Travis Etienne, which is controversial because it's a running back in the first round. But that guy's going to be getting some playing time. Right. You know that like Cliff Kingsbury is going to put him on the field. I know it sounds stupid, but after that 440 time, we need somebody to give us an impact on that pick.
So
and
I hope
you can go.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Go ahead.
I hope you smashed that like button on that video, because honestly, I was super intrigued with it. I really, really was super intrigued with the ETN. It's just really, really high for me to 16 trade back.
I would trade back. Yeah,
I agree.
I would trade back, but we don't know if he's gonna stay at that position. That's why I'm like, why even yeah, let's trade back. Let's draft them in the 20s. Let's get an extra second round pick, or you can just go wide receiver. You guys need to look out for this guy named Darius Toney.
Yeah.
Nobody's giving him any love. This guy, if you like Jerry Jeudy and his moves, this guy's bigger, stronger. I don't know if I think he's faster than him. I would take a look at him because I want a big outside wide receiver. If we don't sign one in free agency, I want the Cardinals to draft one.
Yeah, let me ask you this one question. Were you happy with, like, at the draft? Like, so put yourself back in the last draft. I can't do math right now. Were you happy with the, did you want Isaiah Simmons? Like, we're going at 6 and 7. We're flirting at the opportunity. Did you want Isaiah Simmons? Is that like that's who you wanted?
Absolutely, man. This guy's going to be like, I mean, you guys remember Darryl Washington.
Oh, he was my favorite,
I'm not gonna
man. I love Darryl
He was my favorite, too. I'm not saying he's going to end up like him, but, I mean, if we had better development with our coaching staff, I mean, we would have seen him on the field at least 80% of the time.
Yeah.
His stats comparable to the top people, which was Patrick Queen and Kenneth Murray wasn't like all that impressive, but he played 90% of the snaps. Like, compared to Patrick Queen, his stats would have held up with 90% of the snaps. Like, Patrick Queen played 80% of the snaps. So he obviously wasn't given the reins to like try to take over. Once again, that's one of the things that I said about Vance Joseph. He leans on his veterans more often. But that's my fear about cornerback. Like, Steve Keim, he does 1-year deals, veterans. Hey, if you used to be good, hey, if you used to be like a 3-time Pro Bowler, but you're in your 30s, oh, that's perfect, man. Let's get you signed up, man. Come on,
right.
come to the Arizona Cardinals. And it's just like that's why I have my fear. That's why if you draft J.C. Horn in the first round, I'm afraid that like Steve Keim he's gonna sign somebody, and then the year comes around, and then you see J.C. Horn sitting on the bench most of the time because he let some guy beat him deep.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, let me. I have another person waiting here. But let me tell you this: I 100% agree with you with cornerback being one of the hardest positions to be drafted because we have so much expectations for them to be like, oh my God, he's gonna be great, lockdown cornerback. But man, it's a hard thing to go from collegiate to the NFL because you get a really like slice of humble pie. And
one
if
of
we
the
do
hardest
draft
positions.
Yeah, if we do get J.C. Horn, I would be happy, but he is going to struggle, and people are going to start saying some smacking stuff, and we just got to be patient. That's a wrap. But brother, I'll let you go, man. Thank you so much for being on. I got Jean Paul coming up. Have a great day, okay?
All right, you too.
Later, man. All right, perfect. Will, we got Jean Paul coming up here. I apologize about the wait, my guy. Talk to me, man. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely,
I just want to RC3. That's my dude right there. He always drops some knowledge and stuff. Soul Man brought up a lot of good points too.
He did,
especially with Hassan. The part I don't get is, they said that Hassan needs to do it one more year, but if you look at Christian Kirk, we haven't heard anything from Steve Keim about him having to step up. We have it, we had one good year with DJ Humphries and he got an extension.
Yep.
And Hassan Reddick, I mean, he was miscast. I mean, I'm not worried about Isaiah Simmons ending up like Hassan. Hopefully I'm right. A lot of it is because I think they probably learned from that. As far because I think the way they've been posting their workouts on IG, so a lot of his workouts have been explosion and speed related. So he's been working out with Byron Murphy. So I think they're gonna keep him at inside linebacker, which is a good place for him. As far as Hassan Reddick, I think he is where he's at. He is. I like to keep. If I had to choose between Chandler Jones or Hassan Reddick, I'll choose Hassan. Just basically just supporting what Soul said about he can drop in coverage, he can set the edge, and he can pass rush. And I think Chandler Jones can't do any of that. He's basically the reason he's so good with Vance Joseph is because they just basically want him to pin his ears back and run after the quarterback. And he sucked at. He's not very good at coverage. He's not good at runs, at defending the run. So, and plus he's getting older. So that's the thing you gotta keep in mind too. And as far as the draft pick and the cornerbacks, there's a lot of good. I think there's gonna be a lot more people that are gonna get cut. As far as cornerbacks, I just learned today that Darius Williams from the Rams is a free agent, so he's pretty good. Um, they're the older guys, the economists probably get them. And as far as the center, I know we want Lindsley. Um, I know Austin Blythe is also a free agent, so he's pretty young too, and he's pretty smart. As far as right tackle, I know Eric Fisher is a left tackle, and he just tore his Achilles, so he's going to be gone a while. And Schwartz, sorry.
He was also from Kansas City too, right?
Yeah,
I thought so.
I know, which is a great fit because Mahomes also played the air raid, and a lot of and one thing too, if something happens to Cliff, not saying there will, but we can just get Eric Bieniemy, which also which is gonna be attractive for him because if we get Schwartz and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as Robert Alford, I think it's one of those things where it's like he knows the defense, and we're probably going to be drafting corner at 16. I heard great things about J.C. Horn. Hopefully the Niners don't get him, but the Niners have their own issues right now. Like everybody is leaving. Everybody on defense is leaving. They're gonna follow Salah, and there's a rumor that Fred Warner might be traded because they haven't talked to him about giving him a contract extension. Wow. And he's already in his third year. Yeah. There's a lot of rumors. Trent Williams might not be back.
I heard that.
Jason Verrett might be gone.
Dude, that makes me extremely happy. Extremely happy. All right, Jean Paul, I'm going to let you go. Give me your final thoughts before I let you go here. I got a super chat I need to get to. Go ahead and give me your final thoughts. What's the best? Let me ask you this. What's the best scenario for this draft? Or no, I'm sorry. What's going to be the one player that you would want to get that's going to absolutely change this team, either defense, offense, on free agency?
Defense, offense, or free agency. I think free agency. If we get Corey Linsley, I think that would be. I think because I think the reason we had had a hard time running is because Mason Cole wasn't calling on them protections and stuff.
Yep, he was doo-doo. All right, perfect, man. I'll let you go here from here, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Always dropping some knowledge, like always, man. Have a great one, okay?
Have a great one, man.
All right, bye.
Dab.
Let's go. Love it. All right, guys, we got our guy Garrett Murray with a $9.99 donation. Let me give you the quick dab, my guy. If you just knew, I do dabs. A lot of people hate me for it, but I don't care. He says, I predict Cardinals going 10-6. I'm a Bills fan. Anyway, since you got Watt, you're getting better. You got so much weapons now with a smiley face. I appreciate you, man. That takes a lot, especially coming to another channel, another fan base, but I appreciate you, man. I got no ill will against the Bills. I like Josh Allen. I like your team, and I was really rooting for you guys to go to the Super Bowl, but unfortunately, we had to see that Tampa Bay kind of beating the Kansas City Chiefs, and that was a massacre. All right, we do got Soul back in the house with another $5 donation. My guy, let me give you that quick dab saying Corey Linsley over Tooney. Tooney is overrated and will command too much money. Plus, RC3 debates me. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. I gotta get my channel members on here. I gotta get some channel members that legit have super strong opinions. The thing with me is I respect everybody's opinion. And that's the thing. If you come on here and you say something that it's like, okay, I'm not gonna I don't interrupt people. It's just my personality. But if I can, I feel like that would be really fun. That would be really, really fun to get some people like Red Sea, RC3, Soul come on here, put them in a jar and shake the jar up. I think that would be amazing, amazing content to watch. Amazing content to watch. So if you guys want to become a channel member, we have more enticement to do something like that. So we got RC3, Red Sea, and definitely possibly Soul can be something like that where we can put in a jar and just shake it up. RC3 coming up here with the $5 donation. My goodness, the heat is coming up here. Soul says Tooney is negotiable, just like Kennard. Wait, Tooney is negotiable like Kennard and Pugh. Okay, so you're saying that he would take not a high contract? But thank you so very much for the $5 donation. Let me give you the quick dab. All right, let's keep on reading what everybody else has to say. Guys, 4 days away from free agency. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is absolutely bonkers, man. 4 days away from free agency. I am extremely excited about it. So far, what I'm gauging, what I'm hearing from everybody, we want to get some offensive linemen. And I love that idea. If I were to choose, I don't know. It's really tough. It's tough to choose offensive lineman over DB, DB over wide receiver number 2, wide receiver over. There's just so much. Those are the 3 main needs that we need to address, either within the draft or in free agency. And this can go either which way, man. And I'm extremely excited about this year's free agency class as well as the draft class, because we're gonna have a draft party, y'all. We're gonna have a draft party. If you guys are just getting onto the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube, channel members, you're going to be coming on here because we're going to have a draft party and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. I didn't miss any channel members while I was getting people on. I don't think I did. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. We got a person saying some weird things. I'm just going to ignore them. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. No spam for sure. No spam. See what Jackson says. Jackson's talking to Robert, so we'll leave that alone. I feel like everybody's having a conversation on here. So that's what I need to do. I think that's what I need to do. I need to get some channel members on here so they can go ahead and get their debate on, because people have a lot to say and they want to definitely talk. So I'm all open board for it. We got AZ Sports Fan Madden Gamer 2284 says the offensive line didn't do that bad last season. We do need DB, wide receiver, CB. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think the biggest crutch, if we were to like point one biggest weakness on the offensive line, I would say center and maybe right guard. Now, the only reason why I say right guard is because there was like a swing carousel going on with the right guard position. But I think at the end of the season, like, it held it down. But I do think the center position needs to be upgraded. They definitely needs to be upgraded for sure. Jean Paul, my guy, you've been flirting around here for quite some time, and he has become the newest channel member of the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. He wants to come up on here. He wants to come up here and get onto the draft party. That's exactly what he wants to do. I appreciate you, man. I really do. That means the world. So we got Josh Freeman saying, please no Dez. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Colin P, there we go. Somebody was asking for Colin P earlier. There he is. Colin P is in the house. Let's see the Cards beef up the trenches and get some fence to hold people accountable on penalties. 110%. 110%. Colin P, I think somebody was asking for you earlier. I think it was Nick, I believe. I don't remember the last name, but I think Nick. So just FYI, if you guys know each other outside of here, just FYI. So Trevor says, I can't find the membership stuff. I'll look on my computer. Yeah, I think maybe if you have an iPhone, maybe iPhones won't let you do it. But if it's an Android phone, I think you can do it if it's an Android phone. But it's not iPhone. I don't know. But a computer's going to be the safest option, though, for sure. Let's keep on reading onto the comments. But thank you so very much, Colin P. That means the world. Yeah, no, not Nick L. No, not Nick L. Definitely not Nick L. It was like Nick Schmaltz or Nick Schmalti or something like that. Definitely not Nick L. Sorry, man. My bad. My bad. He's like, no, not me, man. Apologize. We should trade for DK Metcalf. That's not going to happen. Somebody did ask me about N'Keal Harry. Hey, let's talk about N'Keal Harry before we end the stream. Is anybody interested in N'Keal Harry? We have EST of EST of YouTube says, how do you feel about N'Keal Harry? Honestly, when I heard that news, I thought that was a pretty good idea. I mean, I did. A lot of people shut it down. But I think the biggest reason why I was really like, gung-ho about it, because I wanted to get N'Keal Harry on the draft that we got Byron Murphy. And I thought that would have been a really good option to get him. But, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Jordan P. becoming a channel member of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Let me get you that aggressive dab. Aggressive. That's like 6 channel members on one stream. That's absolutely amazing, guys. Thank you so very much. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to get N'Keal Harry, because I don't know. It's more because of Homer. I'm not going to lie to you. I love ASU. And I think Brandon Ayuk did really good with the 49ers, but I get 2 different players. But there was a lot of Patriot fans getting on the channel, especially with that video, and they're like, hey, take him. So that really means that a lot of people don't want him, and maybe he didn't progress very well. But I do think that it's all due to scheme. I really do. It's due to scheme. And if you're not in the right scheme, if you're not with the right quarterback that you gel with, your career can be very, very bad. And that's kind of just the unfortunate part. Yes, but thank you so very much, Jordan P. Let me give you another quick dab, my guy. Thank you so very much for that. I really do appreciate that. Jordan P., the newest channel member of the AZ Sports Fan. Let's get it going here. We do have somebody in the background. Is that Hamza? Are you there? I'll bring you on. If you don't want to show your face, can you put like a mask on or something like that? Because I don't like talking to black screens. I don't like talking to walls. It's weird. It freaks me out. Yeah, Kevin said we're still doing phone lines. We are, but I did send some links, but I'm still kind of waiting for everybody to kind of. Jordan P says I DM'd you. Did you? Sheesh. I don't see. Oh, you did. Oh my goodness. My bad, Jordan. Here you go. All right, we'll go ahead and get a few more people onto the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Let's take a look to see what everybody else is saying here on the comments below. Honestly, AB over Dez. Yeah. I wouldn't hate it. I really wouldn't. I think AB really got a slice of humble pie. I really do, and I think he's really come to form, and he knows that, man, it's a privilege to be in this league. It really is. Like, you can be blacklisted like this, and that's something that you do not want. But thank you so very much for all the channel members, man. This is absolutely amazing. Jose says, check your Insta. I want to get on. Jose. Oh, there you are. Thanks, Jose. Okay, let me get you on here, Jose. All right, let's do this. We have time for probably two more. So I think we have Jose and Jordan P. And we might end it that way. So make sure that you guys are coming in fire with this. Let's keep on reading onto the comments here. All right, perfect. Here is Jordan P. Are you with me? Can you hear me?
What is up, man?
What's up, dude, man? Talk to me, man. What's up?
I don't know. I just been hearing a whole bunch of some things I don't agree with.
I know what you're trying to say. Go ahead, though.
Well, first things first. Drafting a running back at 16 is ridiculous. That is not. There's no way. You can look at all the teams that have running. Let's talk about the Jaguars, for instance. They have an undrafted rookie playing running back, and the dude got 1,000 yards like it was nothing. You know, you can get production out of certain positions such as running back, which is the most replaceable position in football, and you're not going to waste a premium pick in the first round at 16. I think you can get much better value, you know, like a guy like Javonte Williams in the second round, way better than Travis Etienne at 16. Also, cornerback, I know everybody's JC Horn this, JC Horn that, and all the other ones. But at the end of the day, like, we need a player. We have all the pieces right now to win, like now or next year. We don't have. This is not we'll wait 3 years. Kyler Murray has 2 years left on his deal. We're already getting wide. We're getting all these players putting all the chips in the middle of the table. So we can't use our 16th pick for a corner and say, well, you know, corners take like 2-3 years to develop. By that time, when he becomes a good player and a useful player, our window's going to be closed. J.J. Watt's gone. Kyler is going to get his $40 million contract. So it just doesn't make sense to go that route. And I agree with.
What did you want? The first round.
For the draft? It really depends on free agency because we need.
I agree. My bad. No, that was my fault. I was on mute. Yeah, you're right.
Hear me?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, my bad. I was on mute and I answered. So yeah, you're good. I agree. It depends on free agency. Is what you said. Can you hear me? Okay. I can't hear you, but are you on mute? No, you're not. Let me do this. Give me a second. Okay. Talk again? Nah. It's not happening. Unless, did I put this on? No, I didn't put it on mute. Can anybody hear Jordan P., our guy? Yeah. Here, come out, come back in. Try that. All right, y'all. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it is. And I love the opinions. I really do. There's a lot of different opinions that are going out there, y'all. But what we're going to do, we're probably going to end it here shortly. If Jordan P comes in here, probably within like the next minute or so, we'll get him back on. But honestly, we went over our stream like we usually do. Can you not hear me either? So you can't hear me either? Ah, snap. Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
All right, now can you hear me?
Oh yeah, now I can hear you.
All right, yeah. So what I was saying, depending on the draft, yeah, depending on what we do in free agency is what I would. Then you would base what we get on the draft, because I want Corey Lindsey. That's number one top free agent. I want.
Corey, that's the number one, huh? Okay.
To me, it is. Mason Cole was disgustingly horrible. It was bad. If y'all want to watch Seattle in multiple games, Seattle was the one that like stuck with me. The second Seattle game, their backup defensive tackle just smoked him. Kyler got sacked for safety, but of course he got out. Nothing new. But if we get him, we have to get a corner in free agency. We have to. You can't rely on rookie corners. It's not gonna happen. Look at Peterson, Patrick Peterson. We all know he's great and everything. Well, look at his rookie year. He was not good. He wasn't good at. Not many corners are good as rookies. Not many.
It's hard, man. It's hard. Even Jeff Okudah, man.
Jeff Okudah was horrible. Look at his rating.
Yeah, bad.
But that's one of the hardest positions to transition. But if we do go the corner, center, and like probably bring back Golden or something. I mean, I'm all for getting the best available weapon. If Jalen Waddle somehow falls, if Kyle Pitts somehow falls, it's not gonna happen. But if he was to, then Kyle better run up there and jump and throw the pick, because we need somebody like that, a game changer aside of D-Hop. Also, Rashad Bateman. I don't know. He's been growing on me.
He has. No, he actually really has. I mean, I think maybe a second rounder we can probably get him. I don't know. You're right though. It just depends on free agency. He's
moving up draft, but the same thing with Javonte Williams. I've been saying Javonte Williams for months, and now everybody's like, "Oh, he might be a first-round pick." I'm like, "Damn it!"
You're like, "Jeez."
Same thing with Bateman. He was he was in that second round wide receiver, and now people are saying, he's going between 16 and 30. So now it's like, do we have the flexibility to do? Oh, we'll trade back. What if we trade back behind the Ravens and they say we need a wide receiver one and take Bateman? Then what do we? I think Christian Barmore. I don't know if you know the defensive tackle from Alabama.
Oh yeah. I heard a lot of stuff.
Like if we traded back and he was there, and those wide receivers weren't there, I'd be okay with it, because at the end of the day, we have Watt, we have Jones, we still need an edge. I don't know what we're gonna do there. I think we should just take Golden. He's a great, probably gonna be like $5-6 million, and then you plug in a defensive tackle that has pass rushing upside. It's impossible to block anyone on that line, because right now we're gonna put Fotu, somebody that's okay,
Yeah.
So like, if you put somebody there that has pass rushing upside, you can't really double anyone at that point, because you have Watt, Chandler Jones, a defensive tackle in the middle that can pass rush. But that's what I think. I don't know. Whatever we do in free agency, then that's where I think, all right, now let's see what we're gonna do in the draft.
Exactly. But your number one target, Corey Linsley, right?
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Perfect. All right, man. I'll leave you alone as is, because we went a little bit over the stream, but appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Later, dude. Oh, yeah. And hey, thanks for being a channel member. I know you left, but thanks for being a channel member. I appreciate you, man. Oh, we do got a couple super chats before we end the stream. We have Colin P says, would you cry if Larry decided to stay one more year and we go to the Super Bowl? Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. It would be complete tears, but tears of joy, because I think that's something that everybody wants, man. Everybody wants Larry Fitzgerald to get a ring, and it's really unfortunate that the situation that it is right now. I Am Bear came back with another $9.99 donation, my guy. I saw a report Cardinals don't have interest in trading for N'Keal Harry, second or third tier free agency more likely. I did see that same report too. I think when I made the video, I just love to kind of talk anything in terms of like rumors and stuff like that. Although like they might have not, had the interest of it. I don't know, man. It's so hard to say, because, Steve Keim took it to all the way to draft night and saying, we didn't know that we were going to take Kyler Murray, blah, 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 blah. And they took Kyler Murray. And we all know darn well that they were going to take Kyler Murray because of Cliff Kingsbury. There was no doubt in my mind You know what I mean? So it's hard to like know what any report is out there. Like either if it's like, hey, it's gonna happen, or A, there's reports, but they're false reports. I don't know. I just like the scenarios. I like the idea of possibly doing this and that, but I did see exactly what you're talking about though. But thank you so very much, I Am Bear. I appreciate you, man. You've been super chatting all darn night, man. Let me give you the quick dab, my friend. Thank you so very much. And if you do want to become a channel member, go to the AZ Sports Fan on a computer or laptop. Go to the channel and there's a blue button that says join. Literally, you click on that blue button and you can pick on different tiers. You're going to have a lot of enticement on wanting to become a channel member this coming year, because we will be doing our draft party. We will be doing talks about with when our free agency. We're going to have a live stream during free agent, not during free agency. I'll be doing videos on every free agent, but I'll also do a live stream that night too. So keep that in mind, guys, as well. Make sure you have your post notification bell on. It's been an absolutely pleasure speaking to every one of you guys. The Suns will be on. So if you guys are basketball fans, the Suns are going to be playing here shortly, probably within the next like 40 minutes. So make sure you root on for the Suns. We do got another super chat on the house from Illa Dre. What about wide receiver Corey Davis or Malcolm Butler? I like Corey Davis, a little scared of it just because of the whole situation of Oldie really was consistent with 1 year. But Malcolm Butler is interesting. Very interesting. But I do think if we did go all the way, I would love to get Williams from the Bengals. Oh, my God, that would be the dream. I would go 100% on him because then our cornerback position in terms of the first round doesn't have to be that much big of a need. We can go in the second. We can go in the third, stuff like that. So that's just kind of how I feel about the situation. But thank you, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Put some fist bumps on the chat below, guys. Thank you so very much. Go Suns. Shout out to every single one of you guys, the channel members, all the super chatters, the people that are just in here in general. So Deathly Moon, I believe he's, not from the United States. So awesome, man. Absolutely awesome that you guys are here talking some Arizona Cardinals. Means the world to me. We will end it as this. Fist bumps on the chat below. Shout out to Audrey. Shout out to Jackson. Shout out to John Redcorn. Mark Jackson, everybody who's been using my emojis as a channel member. Shout out to every single one of you guys. That's how I'm going to end the stream. Thank you so very much for watching, and I am out. Go Suns and go Cards.